and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to do part 2 of our Q&A.
Part 2 of our Q&A. Yep.
Which, if you missed part 1, go back and watch part 1.
Yeah,
and then come watch part 2.
We pretty much stuck to all of our Instagram questions, and now we also put up the question thing on YouTube, so now we're going to do all the YouTube ones.
And thank you, everyone, for putting in questions. There were some really great questions in part 1, I think mostly from Cal-El Daily.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of great questions in part 2, so I'm excited to get into this, because, again, more questions that I haven't really looked at. So these are going to be all on the spot.
Yeah, we're trying to keep them on the spot, just more authentic, so without thinking about it too much. Okay, so let's get started. So My Killer Podcast, you have to go check her out on YouTube and Instagram. But she asked me specifically, Michelle, how often do you find yourself rolling your eyes at Ken when he's nerding out?
It's not just nerding out, it's rolling her eyes. I think you've got like a perpetual eye roll every time I walk into a room.
Yeah, it's bad, and it could be that we've just been together forever. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just a horrible person. Oh, you shook your head. Yes.
No,
wow.
Of course not. No, come on.
But I mean, from our videos and live streams and stuff, I keep it real. Like Ken talked about in our part 1, I call him out for all
on everything. Shit. I think one of the big things is since we've started filming together and since I'm not as animated in real life. I guess more of a boring person. This is me on camera, but it's definitely a more elevated me. And I do get more passionate when I talk about movies too. So
yeah, for sure.
I've always been an idiot. You know that. It's not really out of my character.
Yeah, that is one interesting thing to just like briefly touch base on though, is that when Ken started his YouTube stuff, like he said, he's definitely like a more elevated version of himself in the, YouTube and Instagram community. I mean, he wants to bring like his excitement to you all. And so, he is a little bit next level as opposed to how he is in real life, just on the day-to-day, and so sometimes it is hard for me to watch him be like that. It's just like, oh my gosh, like, no, that is not how you normally are. And so sometimes it gets on my nerves, not gonna lie. He knows this though, it's no secret. But yes, to answer your question, I roll my eyes at this man every day, multiple times a day, but I still love him.
Pretty much every time you see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you have it. A lot of times, but
I feel so abused.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Because then people are going to be thinking that I'm like emotionally abusive or something.
No, I'm the one that's abusive towards you.
Oh, please. Okay, so anyway, nobody's abusive.
I don't want to put that on the internet.
Nobody's abusive. Yeah, just stop. Okay, so next question from our buddy. Can you say it, please?
Lapke Vision Films. And I think I'm saying that right because I've said it on streams and he said that was correct.
Okay, I just butcher everybody's name. But anyway.
I do too.
Yeah. He is a faithful commenter. Love him. Super nice. Anyway.
He's so faithful, learn his name.
I know, right?
Damn it.
So anyway, he wants to know what would be both of our dream jobs. This is a two-parter question. So first, what would be your dream job? I think I know what you're going to say.
My dream job? Honestly, I'm doing my dream job right now. I love talking about movies on the internet. Mm-hmm. Yep. I really do. And I didn't think I would grow to love it because when I first started doing it, I still get nervous, but I was just really nervous and it felt like more of a chore than something I actually enjoyed. But now I've gotten to the point where I really enjoy it. And
well, you can.
I do get. I mean, it's like with anything. Yeah. But I like talking about movies on the internet. I guess if you want to expand on that, I would love to get back into writing stories. I've always wanted to be like a writer.
Like you'd like to write a movie,
I used to get all kinds of ideas for stories and stuff. I was just always too lazy to write them down. So maybe at some point I could turn this into some kind of a platform for a story or book I could write. I don't know. But that's always been a dream of mine.
One thing that I definitely admire about you is that you are just so creative, and it's like there's like I feel like you literally have no limit. Like, it's just mind-boggling.
It's always been there, but it was stifled for like a decade because of the job that I had, working 70, 80 hours a week. And I literally did nothing but just come home and go to sleep and maybe watch a couple movies when I could.
And he still works full-time, but he definitely has a lot more time.
It's a way better schedule, and I got more time, and it's like now I'm just running wild and free. So I'd say, that's my dream job. So I'm doing it right now. It's just we got to cut the other job out.
Right. So basically, you'd like to do YouTube full time.
Sure, but I mean that's it's something that, or
like relating to,
I don't even know if it's a thing where I want to be a full-time YouTuber.
Right.
That's so like out there, and like there's only a certain amount of people that want to do it, so it's very unrealistic. I don't want to set my goals and aspirations at that. But at the same time, sure, I would like to be doing something like this. Sure.
So for me, I have honestly always struggled with this, like knowing what I want to do. Like I, thought I knew when I was younger, and then I've, changed my mind over the years. I think I don't know, like I'm indecisive, but I'm not. I don't know.
One thing, if I could help you out, I know we've always wanted to open up like a coffee shop or something together. Like that would be cool.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Together. So I've always struggled with knowing what I want to do with my life or whatever. But yeah, one thing that we have always talked about is like opening up some kind of like cafe, restaurant type thing. You could
fold physical media into it. It could be a coffee rental place. If physical media makes a comeback, people get tired of streaming.
Or we would just like, we could like, I don't know, it would be like a place you could go eat, but like we could have like parties where like you come watch episode of a show that comes out that night or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so like some kind of like cafe, coffee shop type thing we've always talked about. Or I don't know, like I've really gotten into like health and just like, I don't know, just like taking care of yourself and stuff, and so maybe something to do with like
health and wellness.
I don't know. So I'm still figuring it out. I was gonna say I'm 34. Kind of need to figure it out already. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I'm a hot mess, guys. But next question. Well, it wasn't really a question, but it is from our friend Maria. She's also a pretty frequent commenter on our videos and supporter. So thank you, Maria. But she said, I don't really have a question. Just wanted to let you know that you guys are great people.
Wow. Are you sure you're talking about us?
I know, right?
She might change her mind after this video comes out.
But yeah, thank you so much, Maria. That's super sweet, and we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're back to my Killer Podcast again.
My Killer Podcast, killing it with the questions.
Yeah, Mel came through.
Thank you so much, Mel.
Yeah, and sent us some questions. Okay, so she said, we know what Ken's hobby is, but Michelle, what is your hobby? So that's another thing, guys. I'm struggling as a person, I feel like. I kind of like go through things. I mean, I feel like it's probably pretty normal to like get in and out of hobbies and stuff. I don't know.
I certainly have over time.
Yeah, but like I said, touching base on the like health and wellness thing, at one point I was like super into like essential oils and stuff. I was into just like using like natural alternatives as opposed to like medicine and stuff. Just like living like a more natural lifestyle, hippy dippy shit, right? So I was super into that. I still am into that, but I'm not as into that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I like to play video games with our kids. That's fun for me. I like to do that. I used to love to read. I haven't really done that lately. I've struggled to find like a book that I'm really like into. Same
here.
Like
I would love to get back into reading.
Yeah, I would love to find a book that I just love and can't put down.
You just feel so much smarter when you're reading a book as opposed to watching a movie.
So I don't know. That's my hobby. I don't like.
I've gone through several phases of hobbies. You know how big I used to be into pro wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And then video games I was super huge on for a long time.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to know yours. They already know what it is.
Yeah, I collect movies now, and that's it.
Okay.
Move on.
Next question from my Killer Podcast Dan. How do you guys decide what movie to watch on a chill night? No YouTube prep. So if we don't got to do any YouTube stuff, which Ken has to do YouTube stuff literally every day, but anyway.
And I always try to squeeze that into our schedule too. Hey, can we watch this? Because I need to review it.
So how do we decide what to watch? So I don't know. Honestly, I feel like we both like hear about things, and we both kind of tell each other about stuff. Like, hey, I think there's been several times where I'm like, hey, I think we need to watch this because I heard that it's good. And same thing from you. We need to watch this. Like, it's getting a lot of traction, and I hear that it's good or whatever. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, and we kind of like base it on just like how we're feeling, like as far as do we want to watch a movie or do we want to watch like a show. It'll kind of depend on how much time we have for the night, because like I have to do bedtime with the kids and everything, and so sometimes that'll cut into our time, after dinner and all that crap. So if we have more time, we'll probably watch a movie. If we have less time, we might only watch an episode of a show. Or sometimes we have to break movies up into parts.
I mean, I have to do that a lot.
Yeah, so anyway. Let's see here. So she also wants to know one film that we both absolutely love.
Like the same film?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think so. Yeah, one film that we both loved.
We both loved La La Land.
We did.
That was a pretty important film for us. And we both love This Is 40.
We do, yes.
We watch that one quite frequently.
Yeah. So, yeah, like you said, La La Land, we got to go see it on New Year's Eve. That was actually our first New Year's Eve where, like, we left the kids. Yeah. And, like, had a night away from them, like overnight.
Yeah, we were actually watching it when it turned midnight. Yeah. Yeah. So, it was a real late showing.
Yeah, that movie was definitely not what I was like expecting.
Because I don't think we were either one of us big musical fans going into it. So when it first started, I was like, I don't know about this. And then the couple next to us walked out of it.
Yeah, there was an older couple that walked out. But yeah, we both just loved it. And I don't know, it was just like I just remember like we were just happy when we left. And even though it doesn't end that great, but it's kind of a little downer. But
I talked about this on my channel and another stream I did with Plaid X2 on his. But La La Land's always been a very important movie to me because it kind of inspired me at a time that I worked a crappy job, and it just kind of inspired me to like, let's see what else is out there.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then, like you said, This Is 40. There's not a lot of movies that I can rewatch over and over again, but you can't go wrong with a good comedy. That's why I love comedies, because like you literally can watch those over and over again.
Well, going back to you calling me out all the time, I think you relate to Leslie Mann's character so much because she literally does nothing but call Paul Rudd out on all of his shit throughout both of those movies.
I do think that's why I love the movie so much. Yeah. It is so effing relatable. Like, I mean, I literally feel like that's me and Ken on the screen. Like, just exactly. Like, if you want to know how we are behind the scenes, like, just watch This Is 40, and that's probably you're probably going to get a good...
pretty accurate.
And we're not 40 yet, but damn. I mean, that movie is just spot on.
Yeah. Also, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, we both love Beetlejuice.
Both love Beetlejuice.
Okay, so Entertainment Fanatic Reviews, he also wants to know what is our favorite movie to watch as a couple. So that kind of answered that question.
Yeah, This Is 40, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really like rewatch La La Land. I would probably say This Is 40 is probably a good
And it's been a while since we've gone back and rewatched something that we watched a long time ago.
Or like any kind of comedy. We used to love watching The Heartbreak Kid. Yeah. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yes. Yeah. That's a favorite of mine.
Yeah. So anyway, just those movies where you can just laugh.
The good old days of comedy. Like I always say, the mid-2000s is like the best time for comedy.
Where you can just laugh and feel good. Like none of that heavy stuff. So, okay. So we're wrapping it up here. Let's see. Let's Watch a Movie wants to know, can both of you name one movie you absolutely love but the other hates?
Probably a lot from my case to you.
So, I'm trying to think. I know what you could say. You could say that you love Star Wars and I hate Star Wars.
You hate Star
I mean, I don't love it. I've always said that Star Wars is extremely...
I'm out of here.
Now you're messing up our mic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I could say that. I'm trying to think.
I wouldn't say I love Suspiria, but I really like it and you hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Yeah, but I want to know something that you love. Like, you love Suspiria?
I said I wouldn't say I love it. I really like it.
Yeah,
though.
no. Well, what's something that I love that you were like, no? I'm trying to think. Can you think of anything? I'm sure that there is something.
Yeah, there's something.
But I can't.
Yeah, I can't think of it either. Nothing sticks out like as something, because you would never make me rewatch a movie because you're not like that. You don't like to rewatch stuff anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm trying to think of a time that you're like...
It's so like hit and miss as far as like what you're going to like and what I'm going to like. Like,
I feel like most of the time we're on the same page.
Yeah. Like back in the day though, like...
But I definitely like a lot of stuff you don't.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough question, but hopefully we answered it the best that we could. Okay, so last question, guys. Elijah Grit Savage. Again, what is each of our favorite movie? So kind of this repetitive questions here, but wanted to make sure we gave everybody a shout out who took the time out to leave us a question. So
absolutely
already answered that question, but that's going to do it for part 2, and this concludes our Q&A for this time.
Yeah.
How'd you like doing that? It was kind of fun, right?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I liked it. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we can do live stream Q&As, but sometimes people can't be in that spot at that exact time. Right. So it's fun to do these kind of things to kind of. I
don't know, and I feel like I don't really like go back and rewatch lives. Like if I don't catch it, I don't really like go back and. Do you?
I do.
You do? Yeah. Okay. Well, so you'll just have a video here to go back and check out. But that's gonna do it for this video, and we'll see you guys later.
See y'all later.